All right. So, going to have the very boring process of seeing how I figure out how to make Weakauras for something. As long as you'll let me, you don't get mad at me. Okay. I have some Weakauras already, apparently. That might be... Is that the, like, the heritage armor quest? No idea what I was doing on this character when I was playing. I know I leveled it with that Missipendaria craziness. Oh, the Dragon Isles wait. Okay.
May the heroes of the Horde, the Dragon Isles have awakened and beckoned.
Love this dude's hairstyle.
Meet me in Orgrimmar,
Right.
where I am about to present the aspects
No. I want to go here. This. Alright. Oh. Oh. What am I even in? Demo. Okay, I vaguely remember doing demo during that mop remix stuff. What about... I see people, a lot of people asking about Destro. No loadouts. Okay. And to see what is included in WoW's alerts, use that. Should we do the same thing? Should we do the thing? Nah.
Together, we are strong.
Just hop on into this thing. Start doing time walking quests. Right? You don't know. I don't want to do that right now.
Keep your eyes on the horizon.
I forgot how funny Undead run. A Warlock probably wants to go to Spider Place, especially an Undead one. What Weakauras do I already have? I think it's literally just going to be that. And a cast bar. Shards. Pets. Which I see nowhere. Neat. Mana. Shh. Huh. Huh. Guess we'll figure that out. No. Oh yeah, these are the ones that do have some of the really cool Diablo list. Okay. I don't want to hear about your hat.
Interested? Glad you complied. Follow me down to the
Do a delve at some
and I'll
point.
show you what Jasmine and I have been working on.
Do you also hear Belador's song? Our deeds give it strength.
We're gonna have to pick a cooler mount. That's all I can think of. Fun. Oh, destruction can summon an infernal? I thought that would just be like a demo thing. I know nothing about locks. I usually avoid warlocks because I don't like them. The War Within. This is The War Within, Season 2. Retail, I think is what it's called. And we're going to play Locke very, very poorly. I haven't looked up anything on it. Afraid I jump in, push some buttons, maybe glance over here at a guide that says push this button. But it's leveling. How hard can it be? Yeah, Chaos Bolt. That's an important button. Is that even on here? Nope. So fun thing. Yeah, there we go. I like this new feature. New as in, I think. Did they do this in Dragonflight? Chaos Bolt. Fun spell. That's not already on my bars? Huh. Gonna have to figure out the difference between these two. And this. Oh. As you try to kick away and fall on the floor. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. Oh, I see. You have charges. Okay. You are a limited resource. Oh, you're gonna... I can already tell. You're gonna try to throw that bottle out your face. Get mad at me for it. It's a good question, Mel. Do we Google it? I feel like Googling it. And you're going to try to poop. I feel like there's more people playing retail than classic. But that's just, I haven't jumped into classic in a minute. I remember trying to level up and play it, and then if you've been playing retail at all, you kind of realize you like its structure. And you like all the spells. Like I think Season of Discovery would be a good thing to compare, because that one brings in some of the newer abilities. I put my things here. Some of the newer abilities way back into Classic, which, like playing Ret Paladin now versus playing Ret Paladin on Classic. I remember thinking auto attacks were fun, and they can be. Like that can be a very fun type of play style where you're trying to time up your auto attacks with stuff. But oh, okay, strictly play classic right now. I'm really new to WoW. Oh, well, welcome. Like days new. That's awesome. So I played. You think it's funny that your daddy's laughing? I played back around a long time ago, and then took a break and came back. So I still feel pretty new, although I guess I'm a couple seasons not new anymore. I had this one as an Orc Warlock, but I remembered I liked him better as Undead. So it really depends on your preferences. Classic's going to play a little slower. There's probably a good chunk of people on there. And obviously a lot of people have done that content before. Classic is what a lot of people fell in love with in terms of WoW. I know a lot of my most nostalgic memories are from TBC, right, which is still classic WoW. But retail just has, I don't know, it feels a little bit more up pace, right? A little faster play. Obviously, they're implementing the newer stuff for retail. Like they have hero talents now, which is like in Classic, you probably have obviously all 3 spell trees, right? But now each of them have 2, but they're shared. So when I get to 71, this guy could be a 2 different types of things. It's just kind of, we'll see if they can keep that going and make that well balanced. But it's just kind of a new fun thing. More content, more of an MMO. I think now they are still like trying to make more of a push to make all 3 types of their game relevant, meaning retail, classic, and Season of Discovery. A lot of talk that Season of Discovery is going to be Classic Plus, meaning they just kind of redo its content and make sure that stays relevant if people want to keep playing Classic. Like they just added the seasonal servers to Classic, so you can redo it all again. So nothing wrong with playing Classic. I just know I tried it and it felt, after discovering all the new abilities, it can be a little slow for me, but it is still a very, very fun version of WoW. I forgot what I was doing, besides feeding a baby. Doing a quest. Only there. But yeah, Classic's gonna have the originals flying, whereas now we've got. You did it. Yeah. There's like a zip. Sky riding, they call it. It used to be dragon flight or dragon riding, but now they've applied it to all the flying mounts. But if you don't like dragon riding, you can disable that and turn it back into classic flying. Classic flying just lets you hover in place. You're gonna hit my face. Okay. Whoa! Whereas this one has essentially the speed boosts and the oof, good perk. Is this where it wants me to pee? Sure is. Oh, I was worried you'd do that. I'll be right back. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, maybe they do have that dragon riding in there now, if it's on a private server. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to play any little bit of Warlock. And this is, I've already leveled through this, so you can just kind of pick where to start. So this is like the 4th chapter of the main story. So it's not going to make any sense out of context. But I'm just trying to level this guy up so I can... What I do is I make a lot of Weakauras for specs that make it look like a video game. And I have nothing for Warlock, and people have been asking me to make Warlock. Like, I make these to overlay your gameplay to make it look video gamey. Make it look prettier. And yeah, I don't have anything for Warlock, so I'm trying to have things for Warlock. But I gotta know how to play it first. And know what's important. This guy. But yeah, I think it will just depend on like your preference. I think classic Classic can be really enjoyable and just has a little bit slower gameplay. Like I said, I remember auto attacks mattering, and when you were a caster, your wand mattering. Whereas now it's really just all about your spells and abilities, and it's flashier and faster paced. So and some people just don't want to have to push buttons that fast. So, like I have a buddy who has arthritis, so he does not like retail because it hurts his hands too bad. Whereas I really enjoy it. Let's see. Oh, that's fun. No way. Okay. What do you all do? That is fun. Alright. Alright. Oh yeah, and there's a new event going on. That's my first one of those little events. What are you trying to do, baby girl? You want to see? Well, don't fall over. Whew. That's fun. That's a fun little event. So I'd say, yeah, I'll type it in here too. They have basically like a leveling promotion going on to help you level faster. But also at the same time, if it sounds like if your private server isn't costing you any money, right? I guess if you don't have to have a sub to play on your private server. Or are you talking more of like a Ascension WoW? Because Ascension WoW is its own thing too, and also very cool. I remember I played around on Ascension WoW for a little bit. It was kind of like I like doing it in between seasons. Like eventually you get to a point in the season where there's nothing for you to do anymore and it's no fun. Just because you're waiting for the next season, and that's when I would play Ascension. The only thing I realized is like I was still in Elwyn Forest and was doing some of the like stuff, like playing little of the old PvP battlegrounds, and I ended up at like level 50 and was like, oh, kind of, for me personally, it felt like it defeated the purpose of what I was there for, which was just to enjoy leveling through the game again. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. There was still, yes, they should. You could still make an account to allow you to like go to, let's just Google that real quick. WoW free trial account. Yeah. Yep. Up to level 20. So you'll get your talents starting at level 10. All right, so you'd have 10 levels of seeing the talents and stuff. And I am not. Oh, I'm not doing this any justice, but I am just. Let's see how this goes. That's instant cast. Oh my goodness gracious! Now, all right. This is part of my learning. I just saw that button was glowing, but I couldn't tell why that button was glowing. And this is why I make Weakauras. That's how they get you. Yeah, that's right. You only get 10 levels of talents, and then as soon as you're excited about the talents you're getting, you know, they take it away. I think that would get you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you'd get your first talent maybe going into, or almost going into the second gate, where the new fun stuff starts to, where the fun stuff starts to come up. They'd hope you'd want to keep exploring that. But also, I was saying, this is why I make Weakauras, because this button was just glowing. Make sure I have my spell ICD turned on. But there was no visual on my screen to say why that button was glowing. And I'll have to figure out, I'm sure if I read my talents, I can figure that out. That is incredible though, that Chaos Bolt. That is, I mean, I know it's just because I'm leveling and so I'm going to be stronger than a lot of stuff, but like, that is fun. Apply an instant dot, cast a big exploding button. Max level in retail is currently 80. Yeah. and it's really fast, I should say. Like classic leveling, I don't know how it is on your private server, but I know classic leveling is usually kind of slow. Whereas in retail now, the last 10 levels are usually related to the current expansion, so those will go a little slower. But like 1 through 70 would probably be a breeze. Like I'm 70 going to 71. I haven't even done a quest. I've just been killing some monsters, and I almost have a bar, or 10%. I really enjoy just doing the quests too. It's kind of like, you know, I could just spam dungeons on this character to level it up, but I kind of just enjoy when you spam a dungeon. I feel like you're running through content. You're not doing it. Whereas actually doing the quests, you're gonna get the opportunity to see what your buttons do, which I find more fun. Okay, see, these are glowing. Why are you glowing, buttons? Ritual of Ruin. All right, again, the reason I make Weakauras. This is in my talents if I would just read, but this is a buff I have to make these instant casts, and there's nothing on my screen to tell me I have it other than if I notice these are glowing, but even that is not super helpful. What's my speed boost in? Yeah. Ran out of time. And this character, that is fun. That is not fair, Kindy. That is not fair. Oh, Weakaura, I keep saying that, you're right. It's an add-on, this, and what it does, like I said, I've started to make quite a few of them and try to make it look more like a video game. It's an add-on, and what it does is you can set triggers to relay information to yourself just through visuals or sound. And so, I don't know other specs you play. I play a lot of different ones, but let's just do like Hunter for a second. Like if you were to be playing Marksmanship Hunter, not all of those are going to be on your screen all at the same time. They all mean something different. The game does not give you these. I think it gives you this one and that one if you're a hunter, but the game doesn't give you all of the visuals to tell you, hey, this buff is active. But you as a player, like, I want to know. Like, I had an instant cast Chaos Bolt, and I don't know I have that ability unless I see it flashing in my bars and then read it in my buffs, and that's not. I don't think that's very effective or efficient. I'd rather, like a video game, have a spell alert pop up on my screen that says push this button now. So that's what a Weakaura is you can, like, I could probably do that. I can Ritual of Ruin, and I can even have a counter for it, but like Warlock, I'm just gonna make a new one real quick, make Hunter go away, and this new aura, we're gonna make it a texture. And a lot of these, you don't have to make these, by the way. A lot of these are just gonna already be made. And like, let's see. See, this probably goes with something else, but just as an example for now before I find, ooh, that looks fun. Let's go with that for right now. And I would set the trigger to, I think it was called Ritual of Ruin. Yeah. And you can control its size. And if you had a favorite color, right, you could make everything that color. Yeah. So it's just like, again, I like it because the game does not, it gives you about two spell alerts per character, really. That's not like a rule, it's just that's what I've noticed, is that there's not really a lot of visuals on screen that tell you what you have. And so I make them. I'm not the only person who makes them. There's a bunch of people, but I usually try to make them look like a video game. Where are you going? And this would be one I make for Destrolock. And the only thing I'd probably try to do is see if Destro uses this image anywhere else, because I don't want to, I try to be different-ish. But yeah, so now whenever the next time I get Ritual of Ruin, I should see those pop on my screen. So let's see if I can make that happen. I need to read. Does this hit 2 targets? It looked like it sure did. Oh, I can tell what's missing. Yeah, alright. This makes me feel like I'm playing Diablo. Which is fun. All of the fire and stuff coming down. Come on, we want Ritual of Ruin. I don't know. Alright, what's that one? Backlash. Your next incinerate is instant cast. See? We're gonna make something for that. Oh, I wish I knew what this was. I definitely made that portal and I don't know how or why. Whoop. The only thing I'm dumb about is what creates the soul shards. Spent. Soul shards spent. Alright. Let's spin some soul shards. There we go. And that tells me, see, I made that. Yeah. That's I'm the same way. I was trying to play the game with like as little add-ons as possible. Just kind of play what WoW gave you, and then I was like, but like I said, I have to stare at this part of my screen, like, what's that buff? And it's like, it's easier where if I can just know, hey, I have Ritual of Ruin right now, which means, oh, I went away, of course, which means that would be instant cast. So, and I'll probably play around with that. Like, I enjoy, that has become my favorite hobby of WoW, is creating the Weakauras and then adding conditions to them. But there it is. It's like, this is something I feel like I wish WoW would do themselves, is create something like this. So for work, I'm trying to have multiple jobs, but I'm in lending, right? I help people get loans for a living. And so that allows me the opportunity to work from home a lot. And when I have breaks, like right now, kind of like my lunch break, and I'm about to have to go pick up my son from school, I'm like, well, let me just do a little bit of WoW, a little bit of Weakauras. But, oh, I'm being jumped. See, this is probably the exact wrong way to do any of this, but we're trying. It's fun. I wish I knew why this was a decimal, too. See, and there's backlash. Again, alright. The next time I play Lock, I'm going to have learned all of my talents and what the buttons are and been creating more Weakauras. Because, yeah, holy crud, there needs to be some. Oh. Okay. Excuse me. I've also been slightly under the weather. Not helpful. Alright. We need to go pick up her brother and my son from... Ooh, that was loud. Sorry, everybody. I need to adjust the decibels here. Let's turn that down so I don't break eardrums. Woof. Okay. How about here? It's a little safer. Let's go all the way there. I used to coach soccer, so that's fun. But we'll be back. I gotta go, like I said, be a dad for a bit, pick up the other version of this that's slightly older. But then when I come back, I am going to have learned more about Warlock and hopefully level a little more and actually make some more Weakauras for it. But yeah, Mel, try your do your free trial up to 20. I try to make Weakauras, make the game more fun for people, and I try to make videos, I haven't posted any of them yet, to help new players or returning players like yourself know like what to do in WoW, because Blizz, I don't think, does a great job like onboarding its new players. They're like, here's the game, go figure it out, and like you got to Google a lot. So I'd like to try to make videos to help people figure that out instead of them just being on their own. Because even when I came back after like a decade, I was like, what is going on in this game? So I know if I have that question, other people do too. Yes, wow, good. See, that's good. A lot of people don't even know to use Wowhead. Like, it took me a while to figure out Wowhead existed. I kept stumbling upon it through Google, and was like, "Oh, this is just like a resource." Like I don't know why I never looked there, but yeah. All right, it's a pleasure talking to you, Melverdy. Sorry if I'm abbreviating your name and it's not supposed to be, but I have to dip out and go pick up a kid, but I'll be back. Thanks for chatting with me, man, or woman. Adios. Say bye. It's me. You just looking at the blue light. Looking.